Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Lottie and everything here is made with a Lottie love. Today I'm making 3 crafts for Father's Day, and today there's a little debut of Lottie Love's baby love, although just her hands. I obviously won't be naming her for obvious reasons. So she's only 2, and so everything is pretty messy when I finished, but I make it so that it's beautiful and lovely gifts for Dad, and it's all art at the end of the day. And I am a total believer in children expressing themselves as they should, without much editing. So but there are adult options that I give out throughout, and everything I use in my videos will be linked in the description box, and I hope that you enjoy them. It is a beautiful sunny day here today, thank goodness. But that's kind of inspired me to make something so that I can craft outside, because otherwise I tend to stay in this space and not enjoy the sun, which kind of is probably a good thing because I do burn or just turn into one big freckle. I enjoy getting some vitamin D, so I have been inspired to create something to allow me to craft outside, but you'll have to stay tuned and tune in every Saturday to find out what that will be. And I want to just again thank everybody who subscribes to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, for encouraging me, and for allowing me to express my crafty side through this medium. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, thank you for joining anyway, and I hope you enjoy what I have coming up. So there is a t-shirt, a breakfast tray, and a photo frame, and let's get crafting. So I picked up a tray from a B&M's by me, which is a little local shop, and it was £2, and I then just spray painted it white. It took 3 layers. I've left the bottom plain. It took a little while to dry, but now it's ready. And then I set up a nice little tray of different colour paints and brushes for the little one to explore. Yeah, so you sit on Mummy's lap.
Okay, I need this one.
Do you want the big paintbrush or the little one? The big one?
This one. This.
You want the water?
Yes.
And what colour? You want yellow first? And paint on here. All over here. Oh, wow. That's good. What colour do you want now?
I'm going to paint blue.
Blue? Good job.
Good.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to paint red.
Do you want to wash your brush or keep it with the colours?
Red. I need red first. I need red.
Can you hold it? Oh, wowza.
Purple.
Purple. So for this quick and easy Father's Day craft, I bought a basic wooden photo frame from a local craft shop. I think it was £2. and I then bought these little wooden letters from the same place. I think they were 99p for a bag, and for this one there's only 26 letters in each one, so you need 2 packs to make the one word, but which is annoying, but we can use the letters for another card or something later on. But so the idea is we're going to peel off the outer side, we're going to undo it all and stick those letters on for Dad. So like this. The recording didn't work for some reason. So what I did was find the DAD, obviously, and then I hot glued that onto the frame. But then we are going to paper mache over the top of this, let that dry, and then let the children, your child, decorate it as they please. So I've got here a cup of water, and I am guesstimating this, but it's about 1 part water, 2 parts PVA glue. Now, PVA glue these days seems to only be coming in clear, which is fine, but obviously you can't see the magic of the mixing. It just looks like more water going in there. So that is quite a lot, and I probably don't need that much, but I can always paper mache something else later. And I first of all, I want to protect my surface. I don't want my board getting completely covered. Good old Amazon for their random packaging inserts. So we've now got, my board is covered. So just gonna slap it on a layer of glue solution. And then we're going to get some toilet paper or kitchen roll works. So again, you can get the children to do this. It doesn't have to be the grown-up does this, but my little one's too small to be doing this really. But she can then paint it however she likes afterwards. So this is craft for the grown-ups, and then the children can then destroy it later. I mean, not destroy it, I mean craft and make it look beautiful. Does my sarcasm come across well on camera? Not sure. You could even add little embellishments on, maybe wrap it with some rope, but obviously mindful that you're going to have to put the frame back together. So that's now dry. It took a few hours to dry. You can kind of see the wood still through there, but that's okay. We're going to paint it a plain white before the children can attack it. Again, if the children are doing this, just let them go free. So we want to make sure the back is going to sit in there nicely still. You can tidy this up with a craft knife afterwards, but we want to make sure that these bits do not get covered by the paper or glue. As you could see from the run through, if it looks like a solid mess when you start, it does tend to kind of just smooth out, and you can fix it as you go. And again, a craft knife will get all of these little bits out. And then my third and final idea is I've bought a t-shirt with this, which is premium glow in the dark fabric paint. Either her handprint or smear or splatters or something onto the top, onto the front of the t-shirt. And then I am going to cut out a HTV design on this vinyl, and I've got some black puff vinyl scraps left over, which I'm going to use as well. So the green on green kind of does the camouflagey look, and then the black will just add the accents, and it's a puff, so it would hopefully add a bit of extra oomph. So I'll show you how I do that now. Are you ready? Now look, we've got glow in the dark paint. Okay, glow in the dark paint. So let's use this one. And you can go like that. Can you do that? Can Ellie do it?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
I need the paint.
And now both sides dry. We're going to get our craft knife and just trim off all of those excess pieces that you don't want. And then we're going to cover it in white paint. I've got this chalky furniture paint, which I am going to use to cover it. So I've decided I'm going to give it a bit of a base colour before my little one gets crafty with hers. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a base colour and then just let her do some fingerprint painting. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know yet. You know, she rules the roost. She can do what she wants. But yeah, I'm just going to paint the base so that it's not just this plain white. But again, with your little ones, you know, if they're a bit older, they can just do what they want to on the plain base, and see how you go from there. Now, if you wanted a bit of more of a grown-up version of this, you could layer just a napkin. If you remove the layers and just have the top sheet, you could layer that onto your frame, and once it's dry you can then seal it with varnish, which is what I'm going to do with this in the end. That's just another little idea for your creative lot out there. And so yeah, I'm just going to continue with this. I'm going to make DAD stand out with the darker blue, and I'll show you the end result. And so here is the finished t-shirt. Now, at the minute, it just looks like a mess. Well, it will do. It was made by a 2-year-old, and it was made with baby love. It looks a bit like a murder scene with the handprints, but we're going to skip past that. This is a child's design, so I think it's brilliant. So the paint instructions say to seal this for 3 to 5 minutes, which is going to be perfect because just before we put the HGV down, we want the surface to be pretty warm anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the lint roller and just make sure I get rid of any of the loose bits where I'm going to stick the HGV down. There's only a few little bits, which was fine. And then I'm going to get this ready. So as you can see, I kind of pieced it together on my mat. When I weed it, I keep this under my arm so I don't get any oils or anything on my cutting mat. So I just want to get this set up and ready over to one side. And then I've got my depressed press. That's what I call him anyway. Or Grumpy. Grumpy has made his appearance again in my videos. Hi, Grumpy. So I am going to just press down, make sure nothing comes. Yeah, that's lovely. So I'm going to press down this for 2 to 5 minutes, and then we can put the HTV down. And so then I'm going to bring in the design. Now, because I've kind of lined this up straight, it should be just a case of making sure it looks straight. Yeah. And you can gauge it. This is my way of doing things. You may decide to do things completely different. So obviously nothing sticks down straight away, so you just want to make sure you're getting it in a relatively good position, and then you can shift things around as you need. Oops, that got stuck back down, see? And you can roll things back down. Now, I am the scrap queen, so there were lots of pieces to this. So that's why I stuck it to this first. Okay, so it's bigger than my mat, which I kind of did know, but I just wanted to make sure this is going to look about right. So because I don't have a heat press, I only have my depressed press, I am going to do little piece by little piece, and then it kind of lines up how I want it to anyway. So I'll just do it and we'll see. Now this is just until it comes away. And I've got this on medium heat. And just make sure that that side bit's done. So because I'd done all that pressing before, it was hot when I put it down. This is a hot peel, the puff. And And so for the more grown-up version, this one's not going to have any paint on it. About centered. Now this is a layered design. So what I'm going to do, I've got my depressed press on the lower setting first. So we're going to press this down just enough for it to peel off. Because if you overheat this, it'll wrinkle underneath the top design. There we go. And then we're going to lay the top one down. I'm going to turn my press up to medium heat. I'll layer this down like this, so. That was real time as well, so it doesn't take long. See, that one wasn't quite ready, so just putting that back on top. And there we have it. Super Dad. So this is the finished product by my little girl. I've dated it down here, age 2. I haven't put her name on there yet for obvious reasons. I don't want her exposed to the world yet. That's her choice later on in life. So I think it's really, really cute. It's obviously a mess to some people, but this is art. She's been creative, and I haven't stopped that, and that's just what I wanted. And obviously, depending on the age of your child, you may not need to do this next step, but I'm just adding. I'm going to add a cutout vinyl piece onto there, add her name, and seal it with varnish. Now, please remember that this is clearly not going to be food safe. So if you are using this for breakfast in bed or something like that, you are going to need to put things on napkins or plates or in mugs. That obviously you wouldn't put liquid on here anyway, unless that, maybe you would, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just going to burnish this down onto some transfer tape, which is pre-loved. You know me, I use everything more than once and don't throw it away till I need to. So I'm just going to peel this back. And this may have some issue sticking because of the paint, but we'll see how we go. And I'm thinking I want her handprint to be visible, so I want this here, I think. So it just adds a little something to her artwork. And you could give one of these or something similar, arty things each year, and you'll see how she or your child progresses throughout the years. And I just think that's a really cute idea. So let's see how this stuck. It's going to need a little bit of a helping hand. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Just get that stuck. Stick. There we go. Oops, don't pull it back up again. Oh gosh. There we go. Beautiful. And then obviously you're going to seal that on with the varnish later on. Now, again, this isn't for everybody. You may not need to do this if your child has done some beautiful painting on there. So this was just another option. But for us grown-ups, you could make things like this for dad or for mum or for gifts, whatever. I found that on Design Space. Everything I use in my videos will be linked in the description box anyway. But this one I found, and I couldn't help but make one for myself because I like my yoga, and namaste in bed kind of works really well with me. I found it really funny. So that's just a dark blue on white, and it really pops. So I'm going to leave that unvarnished because it stays fine on here anyway. And just I can use it for a craft tray in bed or something like that. So I think that was really cute anyway. And so that's it. 3 crafts for dad that the kids can decorate. I was going to say destroy. Decorate, and they can make it their own and be as creative and arty as they want. Just let them express themselves how they want. Again, there was the adult options that I made as well in the video. I've also been crafting some Father's Day cards, which I'm showing now, and I can do a tutorial for some of those if anyone would be interested. Please leave a comment if you would be. And again, just to say a massive thank you for being here. I really do appreciate all of you, and as always, see you soon.